Hi guys, PD here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another new video. It's Friday. It's time for me to have some fun in my VR headset. I've done my Assassin's Creed video. I've done my Regis III video. I'm currently uploading my Rec Room Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtle experience, which was a bit of an eye-opener. So today's the day I get to pamper myself in VR. I'm going to be playing the Invincible in 3D on my Quest 3. I'm going to go through my whole guide of how I'm going to get this working, so you're going to come with me on my journey. I'm constantly surprised at the comments I get from people asking me if this is like a normal VR game. In a way it is, because when you're playing a VR game, a natural VR game, you're inside a 3D world. All I'm doing is I'm converting a 2D game into a 3D world. So using Reshade and SuperDepth 3D, I'm putting myself into this world in 3D, just like a normal VR game. Now, unlike a VR game where you can look around everywhere, with Reshade it's just like a giant 3D screen. It wraps around me and it comes to about here. So if I look to my left and right, I can still see I'm inside the game world. The best way to describe it is, imagine you're looking into a fish tank. You know, when you're looking at a fish tank for real, you've got the different layers. When I play these flat games in 3D, I get those different layers. So this is a fresh install of the game. I have featured this game in 3D. It was the demo. This game is getting some rave reviews on Steam, and I really want to check out the full game in 3D on the Quest 3. I'm going to be using the link cable today to connect to my PC. I'm recording my desktop. I'm going to be recording the gameplay. It's going to be a split screen, side by side, that you can watch in 3D in a VR headset, and you can play the game the same way as well. Once you've installed the game, you need to run it at least once. You will need certain files for Reshade to install itself into. So we're running the game now. I've just installed the latest NVIDIA drivers, so I've not tested them yet. I hope it works with this game. Okay, we're in the game. I need to check some settings. Graphics, I'm going to put my graphics onto high. Rethink is off. Field of view all the way to the max, which is 90. Motion blur off. If I have any performance issues when I'm recording, I'll put the graphics onto medium. Apply that. So now we can quit the game and we can start to install Reshade. I'm going to head over to the Reshade website. Let me just change my desktop settings. Okay, we want Reshade. Go to the Reshade website. I'm just going to check I've got the latest version. Downloads 5.9.2. Yep, I've already got that version, so you need to download Reshade 5.9.2. The version with the add-on support, I only download that if I have any problems. If you do download this version here with the add-on support, when you run it, you'll get a pop-up message to say that they don't recommend you use this version with multiplayer games because you might get a ban. Some games pick up Reshade as like a cheat engine. The top one I don't normally have any issues with, but the bottom one you might have issues. So I tend to go for the top one. Just download it onto your PC. Whilst you're downloading Reshade, you might as well download OpenTrack, which you can find here, look, at GitHub. I'll leave links to both Reshade and OpenTrack below this video. OpenTrack is going to emulate the head tracking in the game. So normally flat games you play with a mouse and keyboard and you use your mouse to look around. OpenTrack is going to emulate the mouse so that when I do this, it's like moving the mouse in the game. So you want to head down here, download the latest version, look. I'm going for the OpenTrack 2023 3.0 Win32 and we're going to download it. I've downloaded both files. I'm going to run Reshade and we're going to search for the game, the Invincible. Reshade is now searching my PC for all my games that have been installed. It doesn't matter if they've been installed on Steam, through Epic Games, through the Xbox Game Pass. Reshade is going to find all your games. So we're looking for the Invincible. If you can't find it straight away, then you can use the browse button here to search for the game's exe file. Here we go, look. It's found two versions of the game. Now one of these versions will not work with Reshade. We need the second one. If you want to use Reshade with any other Unreal 5 game, always go for the one that's got the Windows 64 shipping. If you select the top one, it's probably not going to work. Make sure you select the one that says Windows 64 shipping, and then we're going to click on next. Reshade has detected the game as a DirectX 10, 11, 12. Click on next. Click on next. Uncheck everything, and you need to select Depth3D by Blue Sky Defender. Click the box. Click on next. Now Reshade is downloading all the files that it needs to convert the game into 3D. You should see these two boxes here. Click on next. Now if you never see this screen here that says finished, then Reshade is probably not going to work. There was a bug in a previous version of Reshade that we never saw this finish button, and when we tried to play the games in Reshade and in 3D, there's no 3D, it did not work. The developers of Reshade have now fixed the bug, so everything should be working fine. Click on finish, and that's Reshade installed in the game. We're now going to set up OpenTrack for the head tracking for the Quest 3. This should work with Quest 2 or any other VR headset. Now you might get this Windows Protect message. This file is safe. I've used it many times. Click on more info, run anyway. Just let the program install. Both programs are free to download. Okay, so I don't have any tracking yet. My input, I'm going to be using the Oculus Rift runtime. So I now need to set up my Quest 3. I need to connect it to my PC with a link cable. Okay, so I'm now recording on the Quest 3, as you can see, look. I can even see my monitor from here. That's how good this is. So I need to connect Quest link, not connected. Okay, let me put in the cable. Okay, I'm connected to my PC. I'm in my Oculus software. I can see my desktop from here, look. My Quest 3 is now connected to my PC. We need to get this little octopus to emulate my head moving. So I'm going for the Oculus Runtime driver. Mouse emulation. Now in here you need to change some parameters. You need to make sure your x-axis is on yaw and your y-axis is on pitch. Now this sensitivity here, you can change that once you're inside the game. The sensitivity is how quickly you turn in the game with your head. So now when I click start, the octopus should move with my headset. Okay, there we go, look. So that's telling me head tracking is now working. So when I'm in the game, I should be able to look around the world like a normal VR game. Okay, so now we're going to run the game again, and we're going to set up Reshade. We're going to make sure Reshade's working, and we're going to make sure the 3D is working. We don't really need these now. We're going to be playing the game with a mouse and keyboard. You can also use like a gamepad. You don't really need to install OpenTrack if you just rather play the game like a flat game and use your mouse to look around. I'm using a combination of both. I'm going to be able to look around the world with my headset and also use my mouse just like the normal flat game. I can see that Reshade's installed at the top. You can see the Reshade menu. I'm going to start a brand new game. We need to actually be inside the game itself. The game needs to start before we set up reshade, because we need to set up the 3D depth. There's no point setting up reshade on the main menu because you can't see any 3D. So press any button and we're going to start a brand new game. Okay, I seem to be in the game now, so let me W for movement. You can see my head tracking working already. Once you've got the 3D set up, you should be able to go back, start a new game and see this scene in 3D as well. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get the 3D set up here because this backpack, her arm, should all be in 3D. So let me hit the home key to bring up reshade menu. We need to select continue. Continue. And you need to make sure you select super depth underscore VR. And then click on continue. Now in here I'm going to set up my IPD, that's the distance between my eyes. My IPD is 64. And you might find this moving around a bit because I've got head tracking on the mouse, look. Now we're going to scroll down and you're looking for this section here, look. The depth map section here. This is the 3D strength. We're going to select the depth map view. I've got a blank screen, but we've got two options to get the 3D to working. We're currently on DM0 normal. I'm putting this onto reversed. We've still got a blank screen. Option menu settings. Graphics. We want try window. Okay, so I've gone into the game and I've set the game to window mode. I was not getting any 3D. I can now see like the 3D starting to work. It looks a bit high though, so I'm going to change this setting here. This is the 3D depth. I'm going to put it to about 40. So that's showing me the 3D working. So the darker the grey, the closer objects are to your eye, the lighter the grey, the further away they are. So you can see here a 3D depth. But I need to check it in my headset as well. So I'm going to bring up the reshade menu. We're going to turn off the depth map view. Okay, so now I should have like a 3D image. My 3D might be too high because you see the little probe on the left. I can hardly see that, so I might need to turn the 3D down some more. So in here I'm going to turn this right down to about 20. This section here is the 3D depth. If you want more 3D, then you increase this. If you want less 3D, then you reduce it. I'm trying to reduce it because those items in her hand are really close. So at 40, it's kind of out of focus. That's why it's invisible. So I'm trying to make it closer to the eye and more visible. Okay, so it's still like got this weird effect to it. But the backpack itself, look, can you see the 3D on there? That looks amazing. Let me try one more. Let me try 10. See how that works. Okay, I can see the object now, so that might work. Basically, the probe on the left is like on a helmet. So you have to imagine like you're wearing a space helmet. That probe is about here on her face, and that's why it's dark. And now you can see the 3D depth of my arm reaching to the bag, and you can still see in the distance the mountains. So this might work. So let me turn this off. Now this is no longer in 4K though, this is 1080p because I'm in window mode. But I'm going to check to see how this looks in the headset. So now I need a program that's going to convert this image into a 3D image that I can see in the headset. I'm going to use Virtual Desktop on Steam. So let me go to my Steam. And we're going to run Virtual Desktop. We're going to launch it. And we need to select half side by side, which is half side by side. So now when I go back to the game, it should be in 3D in my headset. I can see the screen in front of me. I can hit the F4 key to recenter. I can use the F2 key to move the screen back, and I can hit the F3 key to move the screen forward. So you can move that 3D screen as close or as far away as possible. Okay, I'm in the game now guys, and the 3D is working. Look, I've got head tracking. So the little icon to my left looks a bit weird. Some of it is missing. So I might even reduce the 3D even more, but this looks amazing so far. So close up the 3D looks really good. And I'm getting a weird artifacting at the top of my visor as well when I look up. So let me bring up the reshade menu. Let me try this onto 5. That's going to reduce the 3D even more. Normally by default I have this on 40 or 70. Okay, I can now see more of the object. Look. I can also use my gamepad to move the camera, or I can just look around. And the open track feels about perfect. So we're going to complete the tasks.
Oh, bollocks!
Are you there?
Yes. I heard you for a moment. My receiver's dead, but the transmitter may still be working.
No beacon, oxygen level.
I have 2 solid hectobars in the tank. That's enough for several hours. Damn it, I've lost my beacon. Where is it?
Search for the mission log.
Just like I thought. Nothing. I'm on my own. The beacon can't be detected either. There aren't many supplies, which would suggest a quick recce. Or was it just the end of the mission? Let's see if the past me hasn't failed the present me. And let's hope she took notes.
Landing, and there's a camp over there.
Are we on Regis III? Doesn't ring any bells. And my crew have no way to tell me. So I report that I have no recollection of this planet. The last thing I remember. Hang on. We've closed the research cycle. We were already in hibernation. Flying back. Is my blackout a side effect of metabolic depression? That would be bizarre.
This planet looks amazing.
For some reason, our crew split into 2 groups. The first one set up camp. I wonder if I was with them. Or am I on my way there? Both groups landed in the same place. surface. I don't usually do this. Maybe the first one broke. The first group explored the ocean with no biologist. That's weird. And the other one, just me, took a different route. Leading to... Right. I was heading straight to the camp. You must be somewhere near. Give me a sign.
Give me a sign.
The flare, the probe. Anything. Okay. I'm gonna head to the camp, but I'll be keeping an eye out for you. Landmarks. Well done, past me. You didn't disappoint after all. Oh, I sound like... I need to stop doing this.
Find my location. Okay, dog needle croco. So I'm looking for a mountain range. Dog. I can see a dog.
I'm looking for something that resembles a dog.
Over there.
I found the dog!
Bingo was his name, oh.
We have the first one.
B-I-N-G-O. 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 Bingo was his name, oh. So we're looking for the needle, which is there. I can see the needle.
An object I called needle.
Right in front of me, look.
Right. It resembles the eye of a needle. I report that I have established my position. Time to hit the road.
Hit the road, Jack. Okay, I'm always messing around with my settings to try and get the best experience possible. So there's my shadow look. And we're exploring the world. In the settings menu, I'm going to try window full screen, see if it increases my resolution, and see if I still got the 3D. Okay, that should be high resolution now, that should be 4K. It definitely looks a lot sharper in the headset. Okay, where are we going? So we hold down the left thumbstick to sprint.
I'm in a canyon, which doesn't make it easy to navigate. Oh, I hope the
Climbing
data's
rope.
trustworthy and you're close by.
This world looks amazing, guys. Now I like a lot more 3D depth. I've gone for like more of a shallow 3D depth because of the little probe thing on my helmet there. If that wasn't there, this would be on a higher 3D to give me more 3D depth.
I think that's my rope. It didn't just fall out of the backpack, so apparently I didn't have time to collect it before I... fell.
Can I use it? Got the rope. And if you're watching this in 3D as well, you can probably see there's a lot more 3D depth. on the objects up close. So I'm actually going to add some more 3D. It might make the little probe on the left look a bit weird, but bring up the reshade menu. I want to try a bit more 3D. I'm going to put this back up to 20, and this is just the process I go through to try and get the best 3D experience possible. The probe's starting to disappear, but those rocks look a lot better now. Yeah, there's a lot more 3D depth now. I feel more immersed in the world, and I could go even higher. I could go to like 40 or 70, and the backgrounds would really pop in 3D. We need to go down here, don't we? I would say you need your VR legs to be able to play something like this in 3D. I'm going to add more 3D, guys, so the probe on the left might disappear or look a bit weird. I'm going up to 40, so I'm making the 3D even stronger now. Basically, I'm stretching out the 3D to make it look even better. It's all about personal preference. It's all about getting the 3D depth that you're comfortable with. This looks amazing now. You're probably going to agree with me that this looks a lot better 3D wise than when I had it on 5.
A metal detector. Dr. Gorski, you won't be pleased. More equipment to repair.
Now you might see some shimmering around the outer edges of some objects.
Guess I shouldn't just leave it like this.
That's reshade
Broken
converting the
knot.
game from flat to 3D. And sadly that's something that you have to get used to. You can reduce that effect again. You have to lower the 3D. For me, playing games like this in reshade is a precursor for when we get the official Universal Unreal VR mod that's coming before the end of the year, because that's going to give me a very similar effect.
Oh, I have something on the tracker. I assume
Okay.
there's no one from the crew, so perhaps it's my beacon.
Water reserves. That looks so cool in 3D where you can see the knees and the hands. So the tracker is pointing this way.
Getting warmer.
I love the head bobbing. The head bobbing's adding to the immersion as well. There's something right here, look. Ah, beacon.
Got you. I found it. Look for me on your trackers.
And this game's all about exploration. I find these are the perfect games to play in 3D, because these are the games I would play normally on a flat screen anyway. So why not be inside the actual world?
Huh. There's water on this desert planet.
Can I go into the water? I can.
Or another liquid that did not allow the biocenosis to fall. Won't be easy to replenish drinking supplies. Not without tests. Filtration, as we all remember. Third rule.
I was about to.
These cutscenes are in 3D as well.
Already awake. Good. Yasna?
Hmm?
Yeah, I don't know if you're awake, whether it's a post-hibernation apraxia.
I'm awake. I'm awake. Just slowly.
Now, try to get up, slowly.
Dr. Gorski doesn't look so well.
How are you holding up, Gorski? Don't get up just yet. Is it really so hard for you to remember a couple of simple rules?
I have to stretch my legs. They're numb.
Hibernation will do that. Just sit for a while.
This must be like a flashback.
Here, take it, and remember the third rule.
Really good 3D here.
Stay hydrated.
In small sips.
Always the first one to get up. I don't know how you do it, Merritt.
It's a matter of habit. After so many cycles of cryogenic sleep, one either gets used to it or becomes a tortoise. Koval, will you help me here?
Okay, so we just landed.
Sure.
This
I'm
is a
coming.
flashback to where we landed.
This is not our system. Has anyone noticed we're in the wrong place?
Koval, it's not
And we're
a
all
good time.
dehydrated.
Yasna, look for yourself. This is not the right planet.
You shouldn't be walking yet. Koval,
I'm
could
fine.
you stop it?
I'm
I'll play
telling
VR
you, we
games.
woke up in the wrong place.
Yes, we heard you.
Hello.
Enough of this, Yasna.
Crew,
Astrogator.
debating chamber in 15 minutes. This can't be good.
Guess we'll find out. But first, here, hold on to it, and remember.
Where are we going?
Time to go.
I don't have a map. This world does feel pretty alien. We've got like 2 moons. There's like a trail here, look. And there's a massive canyon here.
On some planets, such storms last for several hundred days. I hope it's not one of them. I found a way out of the valley, leading more or less towards the camp.
Okay, we need to move. There's a sandstorm coming in. Found a way out.
Well, I can't go this way.
A long way down. Okay, shall I follow this trail here? There's a cave up here. See, I feel like I'm here for real now. This is like a VR game.
I think I see our ship. You're not leaving without me, are you?
And this feels like a real cave system. Wow, what a view.
If this area is volcanically active, ash outbursts and extreme temperature changes may explain the extinction of local fauna and flora. But it's all just too idyllic. There's no dust.
That's a long way down.
The sky is clear, and the soil looks like laterite to me. Perhaps not highly fertile, but not entirely barren.
I think the gameplay is slightly smoother with the mouse and keyboard. I'm not using the mouse and keyboard to move. Sometimes the using the controller can clash with the open track. So let me try playing with the mouse and keyboard for a bit. W, A, S and D. Just being able to look around as I'm walking, look. Left, right, up and down. Makes a big difference to reshade. There's a long drop there. Okay, I think I should have gone down there. I think this is a dead end. Yep. There's the sandstorm. Okay, we need to go down here. Can we squeeze in? We can. So here you get a really nice sensation of the 3D working really well. And if you've got a VR headset and you're going to be playing a game like this anyway, flat screen, why not give this a go? It's free to try. You've already got the game. You've already got a VR headset. Reshade's free. Open track's free. You might have to buy virtual desktop on Steam. Tense.
I can already see the camp. Over 400 meters in a straight line. I see you. Can you hear me? I just need to get down from here.
How do we get down? Another benefit of playing these games in a VR headset as well is this is a space game. In the game I'm wearing a spacesuit. I feel like I'm wearing a real space helmet. Space, then use my mouse wheel.
All right. I want to see you as soon as possible. I'll take
Going
the chance.
down. Nice.
Oh, shit.
We made it.
Phew.
Look at
That
this
was
planet.
less than ideal. But I'm okay. The suit's fine too. Visibility could be better.
I'm entering the sandstorm.
Maybe I should wait.
Do I need to find a cave somewhere to hide?
But if the storm gets worse, I'll be cut off from you.
Do I continue? Can't see. I'm blanked out. These are my favourite genres as well. That 3D looks amazing. It's got a weird dazed effect.
What happened? Where? I was heading to...
It's a bit later now though because the planet's moved.
Impossible. I'm much closer to my destination. I must have walked for some time. But I don't remember it. Did I black out again?
Yep, you did. And there's no rush to these games, you can take your time.
I'm so close, yet in my condition, every step is a strain. I don't want to whine, but if you come here, it will be so much easier for me.
Can you come and pick me up? Back into the void. Up we go.
All my legs are heavy.
This looks so cool.
The field is not inviting. Legs become too heavy. Hands become too weary. Down you go. Night is not
Oh,
that scary.
nice. R303. Flashback time.
Astrogator, sir. Crew.
Dr. Gorski, right time. Any updates?
We have a set of data from the near-surface probe.
I'm having a few performance issues, but I'm putting that down to the latest NVIDIA drivers
How's the
that I've just installed.
0, 0, and 2.
So, less than nothing. Atmosphere?
Nitrogen, 78%. Argon, 2%. Carbon dioxide, 0. Methane, 4%. The rest is oxygen.
Wait, that's 16%. With oxygen concentration as such, there should be life. At least some microbes, and yet we have detected no traces. And what about me?
You're staying on board, Doctor.
But Astrogator...
This is not up for debate.
I'm a doctor then.
As you well know, there's not much work to do for a biologist on Regis III, if any.
Find a way to the camp.
Oh, thank goodness. Not everyone's in the
Waypoints
field.
over here.
This is Dr. Yasna reporting. Do you copy? I'm
So this
entering
is
the
the start of the
campgrounds.
demo.
Is anyone out there? Oh, it's just an Androbot.
We have an achievement. Found the camp.
Androbot.
Oi, stop.
Androbot, follow my instructions. Androbot? I'm reporting a robot malfunction. No response to voice commands. Cause unknown. Dr. Crowther.
Okay guys, I'm going to leave it there. You get the idea. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to my little bell. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
If you're into VR gaming, go and subscribe to Paradise Decay. He's been like, he's the OGs of VR gaming, okay?
It's funny, as I was walking from the train station, I bumped into Paradise Decay, who obviously mods our streams regularly and is like, you know, a huge part of the community. And Dr. Oculus, they were kind of lost walking around, and I went up to approach him, and Paradise Decay thought I was going to mug him or something. But I actually just went and just gave him a big hug. So all right, let's go, boys. Let's make the magic happen.
So you tried to salvage it?
Nathan, if you want, I can hide your nameplate.
Why?
Then people can't see how bad you are.
Oh, that roast. Someone called a fire brigade. Nathan's on fire. He just got roasted by PD.
Might want to break there, Mike.
Why is PD going the wrong way around the track?
Shits and giggles.
That's awesome.
His eyes are sorted now.
Yeah, I gotta say, his eyes have been fixed. He should be alright now. His eyes have been fixed.
Oh yeah, you're in. Okay.
Whoa, there he is.
Jesus Christ!
Off track.
PD,
I was dead. You were running around for me like, Steve, where are
you? That's why it was perfect. He didn't even know he could kill people.
Hey, we're not friends anymore, PD. It's over, man. It's over.
PD's sitting there playing the fool. He's like, how do I get rid of the map? What's going on?
Yeah, he totally was doing that. I was totally thrown off by that.
What a blissful life to be looking for Steve.